And welcome back, everybody. Of course, the Commanders returning to the NFC Championship for the first time since 1991. They take on the Philadelphia Eagles this Sunday. Of course, we're hyped. We're getting you hyped. We have two awesome
I've been hyped all season because they were 4-13 last year. And I'm thinking to myself, wait a second. We're one game to the Super Bowl. Can you believe it? We're here with Julie Donaldson and our buddy here, Cam Rogers. Cam, let me ask you something. Here you go first.
Look at that, smooth.
Cam, let me ask you something. Jalen Hurst on the last game was hurt, right?
Yep.
So we won that game. So do we have a better chance now of winning, or what's going on?
Fox 5 DC, you may hate me right now because I do think the Eagles are going to win the game, and I don't think it's going to be close. You look at the last two games, of course, the Commanders lost game 1. They won game 2, but Jalen Hurts was hurt in that game, and still, Saquon Barkley ran the football effectively. I think that's going to be the difference in this game. I just don't think Washington is big enough to match that offensive line for Philadelphia.
I don't know about that, but Julie, what do you think the momentum?
Yeah, look, Jalen Hurts, I think, is going to be a big X factor. How healthy is he? And to your point, when he was out, Washington took full advantage, and then they could actually bottle up a little more Saquon Barkley because you didn't have the option of Jalen Hurts kind of hurting you with his legs and which way to go, so you could focus in that attention. We know Saquon is very successful against Washington, so a lot of it's going to be just what is the health of Jalen Hurts. He's going to be a guy that's going to know how to rally and get up for this as well. I think it is going to be a close game. I think Washington thrives in those close games. And these two teams, they know each other better than anybody out there in the division. So I think it's going to come down to like 1 or 2 maybe plays. And it's whoever makes the least amount of mistakes, who doesn't get penalties, who doesn't turn the ball over, that's going to come out with the victory.
Now, Cam, what about our defense? Because we got Mikey Sanistrol, we got some other, cornerbacks, safeties. You think they're going to be able to lock down the wide receivers on the Eagles?
Well, just looking at the tape from the previous game, Marshawn Lattimore struggled mightily against A.J. Brown. I think A.J. Brown is in for a very big game here. Marshawn Lattimore isn't the corner that he used to be. He used to be a shutdown guy. I mean, he used to shut down Mike Evans, not the case anymore. So I think that's one matchup I'm looking at. The other side of things, too, right guard Sam Cossey is obviously not going to play in this game. And so Trent Scott, the replacement there, I think the Eagles are really going to try to exploit that on the offensive
Well, I'm going to say something. Do not ever doubt the underdog.
Right,
True.
All throughout my life, people have doubted, oh, he can't do this, he can't do that. And you just continue to exceed expectations, silence the haters, and that's exactly what the Commanders are going to do on Sunday.
And they were not even dealing with the elements that they were playing in when they were up against Detroit. So I guess what can you guys expect? Maybe just 20 seconds each. What are we expecting to see? Are we seeing a strong defense here?
Good question.
What exactly do you project?
Philly has the top defense in the NFL. So, yes, you are going to see a strong defense. You're going to see Jalen Carter trying to make life miserable for Jaden Daniels. And with that offensive line, mentioning Sam Cosmi being out, that is absolutely huge. So let's see how Trent Scott holds up. Let's see how they adjust that offensive line to try to eliminate Jalen. And if they've got to double team him, you've got to be able to go after him, stop him from getting to it. But also, you're probably going to see Jaden getting out and running if they come after him. It will be a defensive effort. Washington's defense stepped up big lately when they needed to. They've been getting those stops. They're going to have to do it again.
And the question becomes, like, when does the pixie dust run out for this Commanders team?
Never.
Like, they are in the casino right now. They just hit a 9-leg parlay. They're putting everything on black. Like, they're playing with house money. But on the other side of things, too, they needed 5 turnovers against the Lions. They needed Jalen Hurts to be hurt in that second game against Philadelphia. They needed a Hail Mary against the Bears. It's like, how long can this go on?
It's going to go on to the Super Bowl.
And
they're going to win the Super Bowl.
We even have more pixie dust.
I don't care what anybody says. People have been laughing at me all year saying, oh, they're going to get to the playoffs. They're going to beat the playoffs. Oh, okay, they're going to beat the Lions. Yeah, right, Shamar. Well, they continue to exceed expectations. Shout out to all the underdogs out there, right? I want to thank you both for joining us.